This Shelton Metropolitan Park District meeting is called to order. Donna, would you do a roll call, please?
I will. Board Member Blush.
Here.
Board Clerk Stearns. Here. Board Member Gilmore.
Here.
Board Member Inesco.
Here.
Board Member Sherman. Here. Board Member Sapp. Here. And Board President Gutierrez.
Here. Thank you, Donna.
You're welcome.
All right, are we ready for a reading of the consent agenda?
Yes.
Yes. All right, Donna, will you please read the consent agenda?
Yes. Voucher numbered 111772 in the amount of $158,242.39. Minutes of the September 17th, 2024 business meeting.
Right. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as read? Do I have a second? First and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? No, motion carries. All right, general public comments. Donna, do we have anyone signed up to make public comments?
No, we don't, Mr. President.
All right, we'll move on to the business agenda. And since there are no business agenda items this evening, we'll move on to the public hearing. Finance Director Mike Givens has information about the 2025 preliminary budget.
Thank you, President and members of the board. We're pleased to present a first look at the 2025 budget for Shelton Metropolitan Park District. I think it speaks for everyone that we're very fortunate to have the park district that funds our parks and recreation programs for the city of Shelton. So just as a review for everyone, this is a separate junior taxing district. It is authorized to collect property taxes and then funds the parks and rec programs for the city. We're presenting a budget that does rely on some ending fund balance. So you'll notice the total revenue that we're projecting for 2025 is $639,475. That's primarily property taxes. Our expenses we're estimating at $894,698. So we're drawing the cash balance down for a total of $468,535 to operate our parks and rec programs for the year. We do offset that revenue a little bit on our budget through some fees that participants pay, particularly for recreation programs. So we're estimating about $18,000 in revenue that comes into the general fund that then helps offset that in the Parks District. So we collect that for various activities. I won't speak on that too much since I'm not as knowledgeable about what folks are paying for, but for the Winter League basketball and so forth. But that's the presentation. We're happy to answer any questions that the board has about the Park District and its operations. You know that you approve the quarterly payments, so we run the most expenses and pay our staff through the city budget, and then SMPD reimburses the city. So it's a more economical way to manage the district through the city operation.
All right, public testimony. Is there anyone signed for public testimony, Donna?
There is not, Mr. President.
All right, do we have a motion?
I move to forward the 2025 budget resolution, November 19th special SMPD meeting for further consideration. Action to allow the public another opportunity to comment on the resolution under consideration.
All right,
Second.
we have a first and a second. Do we have any comments the board members want to make? We have a first and a second to forward the 2025 budget resolution to the November 19th SMPD meeting for the further consideration, action, and to allow another public opportunity to comment on the resolution under consideration. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right, number two, this public hearing is closed and we're opening another public hearing. Now Mike Given has information for us about the 2025 ad valorem taxes.
So that's the legal term for the property tax levy that is the primary source of revenue, as I mentioned, for the Parks District. We have essentially prepared this, as you saw, a budget that relies on ending fund balance, so this doesn't in total fund the park district. We do a lot of planning. Jordan, of course, is involved in that, but to try to make sure that we're putting aside money for different projects and then funding the operations that are ongoing. We have preliminary numbers right now, and that's what I'm sharing on screen and that were in packet. We should have by the middle of the month in our final adoption of this, firm numbers on new construction and the assessed value from the Mason County Assessor's Office. But we're calculating this at a regular property tax levy at $626,717.35. It's the 1% increase on the highest lawful levy. You'll notice our budget was slightly higher than that, and that's to allow capacity to collect past year's taxes due from properties that might owe. And then we have a little bit of investment interest that also comes into the fund. So this again is the primary source of revenue for the Parks District. Again, we're happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Mike. Don, is there any public testimony?
No, there isn't, Mr. President.
Okay, board, do we have a motion?
I move that we forward resolution number SMPD 41-0924 to the November 19th, 2024 SMPD agenda for further consideration.
Okay, well, first and a second, any of the board members have any comments? Nope, we have a first and a second to move the resolution forward, SMP 41-0924 to the November 19th, 2024 SMPD agenda for further consideration. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. This public hearing is closed and we will resume the special meeting back to the action agenda. And there are no action items this evening, but we do have an administration report. And Parks and Recreation Supervisor Jordan is here with park updates for us.
Thank you, board. Couple of updates for you. Just the last couple months, Northcliffe got a new paved path from the Northcliffe side all the way up to the playground, which connects to the ADA ramp, which is great. And then as soon as we get a window, some dry weather, we're gonna get 2 new benches put up there. We'll also have them under the tree and move the picnic table that's up there to the other side. We did get bright yellow to match the playground, so we're going with the yellow theme for that part, which is great. Callahan, we got 2 new paved ADA parking stalls right at the entrance, which has been a need up there for a very long time. So that's great that we have 2 up there officially now. Working on getting the signage and bumpers in place, but those are already paved and ready to go. And then right around the corner, we got youth basketball registration, which is open right now. That will start after the Thanksgiving holiday. So if you know anybody from 2nd to 6th grade who's interested, have them sign up. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Jordan?
Do we have any scholarships for the basketballs?
Yeah, we do a youth scholarship. We cover 50% of the fee.
It's funded through donations. Jordan just applied for funding through the Squaxin Tribe to help support that scholarship program, and they were kind enough to fund the scholarship program through a grant, so it helps support those that may not be able to afford, or at least offset some of the costs of those recreation programs.
It's $80 a kid. And the scholarship form you can either get through me or it's on the website.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
All right. The next SMPD meeting is on November 19th at 5:45 p.m. And this meeting is adjourned at 5:54 p.m.